Hey, good afternoon, everybody. EV Daryl back with you. Today is kind of a different video. This is my daughter's car. They got about 100 and I don't know what they got on it. 190 some thousand miles on it. See the check engine lights on? I went to O'Reilly's and cylinder number 6 is missing. I've already put new plugs in it at about 150,000 miles. I think it's got 100, well, there it is, 192,551. So, I mean, you know, it's got 42,500 miles on the new spark plugs, but it shouldn't be bad. But we're going to tear into it today, and we're going to take a look at it. O'Reilly said cylinder number 6 was missing, and I'll show you cylinder number 6 when we get to it. All right, stand by. All right, I hope this works okay. Let's get in here and take this cover apart. This pin pulled up here in the middle. There we go. That takes, this pin pops up. Once you pull that up, you can see real well. Let's get that up there. And the bolt is missing from over on this side. I'll have to look for it. So now, we just got to pull this around over top of here. Off the top. Now, we can get into it, which is what we need. Now on this car, here's the intake manifold. Cylinders 1, 2, and 3 are under the intake manifold in the way back. Okay? So then, in the front, you got 4, 5, and 6. 6 is right here. So hopefully you can see that okay. But we're gonna look into number 6. But first of all, we gotta pull the negative battery cable. Yeah. Anytime you deal with electronics, make sure you pull the negative battery cable first. If I pull the right one, we'd be all right, wouldn't we? Oh yeah, it's this one. There we go. See how much I've been working on their cars lately. And for those that don't know, red's positive, negative is the opposite side. Black is negative. Okay. All right. Power's going. Let's see. I think that's an 8mm plug on there. You probably can't see down in here very well. There's a little 8mm plug, screw that holds it in. Sorry. I'll show you this later. We got the electronic plug in the top. I will show you. Here's the 8mm screw that we took off. And then the very top has, pull this little red plug up, and then you should be able to unplug this. Push it in. We should be able to, there it is, push it in, pop it off. All right, let's get that out of the way. I'll show it to you later. And there's a coil for it. Right there. Okay. All right, let's pull that spark plug and take a look. See, you guys don't like the boring part. Let me stop it. Okay, we're back. It takes a 5/8 spark plug wrench. Okay. Get down deep in there. Okay. It actually doesn't look too bad. Right there. We'll clean it up a little bit. Okay. Stand by again. Okay. It's a crazy thing. Check out this spark plug. After just 40,000 miles, it looks all brown and corroded up there. Not sure after 200,000 miles if the coil pack is still any good, but you know what? They're cheap. We're going to replace them both today. So let me run over. I'm going to grab a spark plug and coil pack, and we'll go from there. Stand by. All right, I think we're back. So after looking at that spark plug, I decided to get a new one. So went over to the local auto parts store, picked one up, $4.59. Yeah, I could have ordered it on Amazon for $1.99, but that's all right. I wanted an actual Motorcraft Platinum plug that is pre-gapped for this car. So let's get that spark plug put in. Go from there. Always start these by hand. Always. Don't ever take a chance with a wrench to cross thread a spark plug. Never take a chance. don't want to over tighten them. You just want what's right, okay? I'm gonna put an extender on there somewhere. And I'm just gonna, but we don't, do not ever torque on these. You never want to over tighten them. I don't know the torque specs exactly. It's because I'm not a mechanic, okay? But if you just put a little bit, yep, that's enough right there. That's good enough. And then slowly, since I've got a rubber seal that's attached to that, you got to go slowly so it don't come unattached. You don't want to lose your spark plug wrench. Just like that. It's out. All right. And I ordered a new coil the other day because I thought in my mind, this spark plug has 42,000 miles on it. That's it. I couldn't believe that it could have been fouled after 42,000 miles. So anyway, brand new coil pack. Let's put that in, okay? The other one's possibly still good, but we're not gonna take any chances. First things first, let's plug that hole. I don't want anything to fall in there. And then let's just make sure that nothing can fall in there. I want to, got this little bitty piece of rubber there that's a little bit loose. I want to make sure everything fits good. Sure it seats good just like that. Now, all right, let's tighten that down. Maybe. All right, maybe not. As usually happens with me, I'm always looking for tools or wrenches or something that I left somewhere. Okay. Right on the ground, right in front of me. Okay. Maybe put the right size socket on there. It works every time. Okay. Same with that one. If you hold down low, you can't get much torque on it at all. That's what you want. You don't want to over torque it. That's perfect. All right, take you up close and personal. Check this out. All right, I know that last video, you were kind of a long distance away. If you can see, there's the new coil. 4, 5, and 6. Number 6 is on the right. That's brand new. Now, what you do when you reattach these is, see how that red is up? Put this down like that. Well, normally it's supposed to snap into place. And it's not, of course. So, all right, hang on a second. Okay, as a lot of people say, I didn't have enough torque on it. It snapped. I heard it pop. So then what you do is you just push this down right here. Come on. It should. I'm not having a lot of luck today. That's supposed to just pop right down in there like these. You see how these are set right there. But of course, since you got one hand, there it is. Got to just be able to try to do it that way. Then you push it in and it snaps into place. Okay. Now we're going to put the engine back together, and then I'll close up. All we need to do is get that engine cover put back on. You saw me take that off, no big deal. And then I will see what else we need to do. We got to put the battery cable back on. Is all we got to do. Very simple. Okay, very simple. We're gonna put it back on just like this. If you can see me. Come on, dude, get on there. All right, like that. And then I'm gonna tighten it down. See if I can do that with this in my hand. I'm sorry if it's shaky. Again, I'm not a photographer, a videographer, or a mechanic. I don't claim to be, okay? So here's what we do here. Tighten this baby back down, right there. Same thing, we don't want to over tighten it, hold it down low. If you hold it down low, you can't put too much torque on it. And that's what we like to do right there. It's not moving. Yes, you can always tighten it up more, but don't put too much torque on it. That's good enough, okay? All right, let me get the top back on and then I'll finish up. Okay guys, let's finish this up. Very simple job, DIY. Anybody can do it. I had to take it to the auto store last week because the check engine light was on, and asked them which plug, what is it, what's the check engine, and they said cylinder number 6 was misfiring. And according to that, when I looked through the diagram for that V6 Ford that's in this car, the back 3 plugs, which are a bear to get to, you got to take the intake manifold off, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they are plugs 1, 2, and 3. And then on the front, looking at the engine from the front, cylinders 4, 5, 6. Okay. And it was cylinder 6 that was a misfire. Now, there was only 42,000 miles on those platinum plugs, and they were Ford not original. I replaced them with factory Ford Motorcraft spark plugs. What came in it that I drove, my daughter drove 150,000 miles in, I put that in, and this one plug filed out with 42,000 miles. So we're gonna have to keep an eye out and see if those platinum plugs aren't lasting, or if this was just a fluke, because 42,000 miles is not much to put on a spark plug at all. So what I did was the other day, last week after I ran that and it said cylinder 6 was a misfire, I just ordered a coil pack, because personal opinion, I'm like, there's no way that the plug could be just fouled out. So there is almost 200,000 miles on the car. So the coil pack, it didn't hurt to replace it. So I went ahead, replaced the coil pack and the spark plug, as you saw. And maybe, you know, I had to come and get tools going back and forth, maybe a 15, 20-minute job, tops. So no big deal. I've never done a video like this. Usually I'm always working on my daughter's cars, but I thought today I'd go ahead and videotape and see if you guys like it. Otherwise, we'll get back to the zero maintenance electric cars. So with that, please like and subscribe. I appreciate anything you guys comment below. If I did anything wrong, I'm not a mechanic. I just do what I've always done for the last 40 years of working on my kids' cars, or 45 years, including my own, since I was a teenager. So with that, be safe. And again, continue to make good choices, guys.